Come in. Come closer. Closer. That's right. I'm Vincent Price. You'll be just as safe in this house of fear as any of the other 5 victims murdered by the bat. In all of the annals of mystery, there's never been a more elusive, fearsome, and cunning killer. He'll lure you through hidden passages to make you his next victim. But nobody lives forever, so why be afraid of the bat?
How long's he been dead?
Oh, I'd say about a half an hour. Do you believe it was the bat?
That's a bat's trademark.
Perhaps he's still in the house.
That's possible.
It says here that the bat never leaves no fingerprints.
That's understandable. Having no face, he probably has no fingers either.
The bat is waiting for you.
Has come again. Nothing can stop it.
You want to go first?
Yeah. No, certainly not. Ladies always go first.
Oh, thanks.
Watch that step. Watch it.
Why'd you done
It's got me. It's got my hands. It's got. Jeez. It's this hand. It's this. It's. Oh. Hurry up. I feel like a mouse. Get me out of this.
In the event that the heir hereinafter named should prove to be of unsound mind, or if said heir should become insane or should meet death within a month of inheriting, then my estate is to be given to the person whose name is contained in envelope number 2.
Well, that will is practically an invitation to commit murder.
I remember a situation almost like this in an old play called The Fatal Hour, or She Should Have Known Better. At the end of the second act, the leading man takes the heroine in his arms and he kisses her. And then, filled with new courage, he starts out after the villain.
And, of course, comes back in the third act.
Oh, sure. No. As a matter of fact, in the third act, he's found dead in a bathtub. Why, there's nothing. Hey, wait a minute. This is loose. Hey, what's this? Listen, baby, don't be surprised if we discover an old skeleton in here. Well? Joyce! Joyce!
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, flying solo tonight, as you can see. Unfortunately, Evan could not be here tonight. If you joined us last night during our mini-sode, you heard a little sniffle. Well, it didn't get any better today. Let's just say that. He's not doing bad, but obviously, best thing he can do right now is get some rest. So Evan's doing that. Evan's resting up tonight. So we're, send well wishes Evan's way. But I'm glad to have all of you already here in the chat with me tonight. All of our good friends, Alana, Kathy, Thomas, Bee's Nest, Scott, Old Radios. Very nice to see all of y'all already over here, hanging out, having a good time. Joe Cola, I see he's been in here. Very nice to see you all here. Hope you've had a good Friday so far. Hope it's been a nice wind up to your, wind down from your work week, wind up to your weekend, because it's the weekend and it's Friday night, and we're, Evan or no Evan, we're going to do it like we always do it, with some good old-fashioned public domain ridiculousness. And that's what we've got queued up for you tonight. Lauren's in the house. Welcome, Lauren. Hope you're doing good tonight. Yeah, I know. We're all here. We're going to have a blast with this, because this is going to be our second film of 2026, okay? So we're keeping with the patterns. That's what we do. We have patterns on the show. We have the, it's the reliable way that I can form the schedule every season. So, of course, last week we had some regional horror craziness out of Louisville, Kentucky, with William Girdler's first film. And that was pretty wild. Definitely had a good time. And, it was, how can you be a movie with Satan in it? We got to see Satan kind of doing his thing and be in an asylum for an hour and a half. So Asylum of Satan, it was a good time. We enjoyed that. Got to learn about somebody new. And so now we're going back to the formula, which is to follow up our regional film with a murder mystery. And so that's what we've got for you tonight. And of course, we've seen a lot of murder mysteries on this show. And that's because they made so many murder mysteries, especially during the 1930s. And that's what we've got for you tonight. Murder at Dawn from 1932, which is, again, 1932. It's pre-code. And so I want to say that bodes well. But I will also tell you that this movie's apparently cut down from its original running time. The version we've got tonight is a lean 51 minutes. So it's, and I think the original running time was an hour, minute, hour 2. So they cut about 10, 11 minutes. So could that have been some of the raunchier pre-code stuff? I don't know. Wouldn't shock me. But we'll see. We'll see what this has to offer. I think it'll be fun. And yeah, after the craziness of last week, it's nice to get back to something very reliable and formulaic, right? And I don't want to discount this, because what we find is we watch another one of these old dark house murder mysteries, is that they've each got an element that really helps them stand out. Like, they understood the assignment at the bare minimum. This is what we got to do to try to at least make it worth it for the audience, and not just like, okay, I saw this come from a mile away. So we'll see what this has. I'll tell you what it does have. It does have Craig Kennedy. not technically the character Craig Kennedy, but the actor who played the character. I don't know. It's the same actor. I don't know if it's supposed to be the same character. No, it's definitely not the same character. But it's Jack Mulhall, who we've been seeing every Thursday night, playing the American Sherlock Holmes. I feel like I should put that in quotations every time. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Alana, I think that's a good point. I think the Gremlins, I mean, the Gremlins like join forces with the illness. He just can't get away from it. And so, you know, he's going to have some kind of exorcism or something. I said last week, we got to have an exorcism. Gremlinsism, as you so nicely put it, Alana, thank you. Let's see, we got Kids Snips Clips in the house. Welcome. Yeah, this is from a storied tradition of these kind of movies, which that's what we're going to be getting into tonight. We're going to be talking about these old dark house movies, like why were they so popular and kind of what did they lead to later on. And of course, we're talking about the people involved in the making of this film. We've got at least one person with a very long career after this film. It's, you know, some of these 30s films, you get a lot of silent movie actors at the end of their careers, but this isn't totally that. So there's some interesting cast members here. I think we're gonna have fun with it. But I was trying to find the complete version of this out there. I couldn't find it. So again, only 51 minutes, but I think we're gonna have fun with it. Yeah, Joe Cola, we'll see if he dons any disguises. If Jack Mulhall is channeling his Craig Kennedy. This actually comes 4 years before The Clutching Hand. So we've got a little bit of, we're going to get a younger version of Craig Kennedy. We'll see. We'll see how effective he is. But we've got some other actors that we've seen before on this show. So we have some familiar faces and some familiar props. More connections with The Clutching Hand, which we've been watching. So again, that's kind of the time frame that we're bumping around, is that early 30s Poverty Row indie murder mystery movie, which again, we've probably seen at least half a dozen, if not closer to 10. We've seen a lot of these. And again, it's a story tradition. Gypsy J in the house, welcome. I mean, I have fun with these movies. Again, it's you don't know where they're gonna take it. Although I can tell you, for tonight's film, apparently we got some mad scientist action, maybe a little bit. Which is not something you normally get with an old dark house movie or one of these murder mysteries. So anytime we get a mad scientist in the mix, instantly it's like, all right, well, it bodes well, but it remains to be seen. So I'm looking forward to it. And, I'll go ahead and say I was looking forward to Evan's cocktail for tonight. Of course, I don't want to get the name wrong. Hold on. It's not the Warhead. What was it? Let's see. That was called the Geiger counter. That's right. The Geiger counter, which of course was an ounce and a half of Warhead's candy infused tequila, half an ounce lime juice, and an ounce of root beer, which we have actually had on the show before. I think it was during one of our Summer of Schlock episodes. had the Geiger counter cocktail. And as wild as it sounds, throwing the Warheads candy in and infusing it with tequila, it was actually pretty good. So I was looking forward to that. I know Evan was looking forward to that too. I'm sure he'll make up for it. And trust me, I did. I was hoping maybe I just had the ingredients lying around, but I didn't have any Warheads. So I just kind of improvised whatever I could find in the cabinet. So it's not really like a crazy cocktail. I had to finish off some apple cider, just regular, juice apple cider, because it's been sitting in the fridge for a while, so got to get rid of that. So threw in a little bit of brandy and a little bit of butterscotch schnapps. So we got a nice little kind of, it's a little simple. You see, I'm drinking out of our Alana made Scream Stream official glasses. So, yeah, it's an unscheduled schlocktail. I mean, and when I make a cocktail, it doesn't always turn out great. So, we'll see how it is. Cheers. It's good. It's smooth. Okay. It's which again, I was preparing for the sour and the intensity of sour candy and tequila. So it's actually kind of nice. Anxiety was building for all that. No, it's just a nice, smooth, kind of, I don't know, there's a winter, anytime you got apple cider in the mix, it's kind of like a wintry feel. I don't know. I think it'll be perfect for this old Dark House movie. It's kind of, it makes you feel like you gotta, cuddle up, warm up from the draft that's moving through this old Dark House. So, I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna pair well. So, improvised or not, it will, it's going with the movie. It's happening. So, we're looking forward to seeing how this movie turns out. Again, Murder at Dawn, 19th. Pre-code is just such a, you don't know if the filmmakers are really going to take advantage of it or not. And there's going to be at least one surprising thing, I'm sure. So it'll be good. And again, these murder mysteries got really, really popular from a couple stage plays in the 20s, which with the trailers that we saw during the pre-roll for The Bat and The Cat and the Canary really kind of popularized this whole idea of setting a murder mystery in one night in an old dark house, usually with a lot of comic relief and, kind of the same plot tropes about inheritance or, some kind of family feud or hidden fortune or cursed something or other, and then that leads to all kinds of madness and mayhem. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And Kathy, I forgot to ask you if you had the ingredients for the cocktail tonight, if you were indulging in that or not. I know I saw Alana ask if you had gotten all the ingredients, but I know, again, don't let the fact that I didn't have the ingredients hold you back from enjoying Evan's concoction. So let me know in the chat, Kathy. But I'm I'm excited. Looking forward to it. So, Arthur, you know, this is normally when I'd turn it over to Evan. But since there is no Evan, it's just us. We're going to go ahead and get into the movie. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of Murder at Dawn right now.
The motion picture.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot.
Around the globe.
So Evan's absence was a little last minute, and so I didn't have it properly queued up, but now I do. So here we go. Okay. Golly. Got that set. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
How long are you going to be on your honeymoon?
All right, off to a good start.
How does one tell when a honeymoon's over? Oh, you don't tell. You keep it to yourself, silly.
Our honeymoon has never stopped.
Concerned, darling, it's never started.
All right. Okay, we're kind of getting some
Gee, I wish you could stay with
snappy
Robert
dialogue
Norris.
starting off.
So do I. I've had a marvelous visit, Gertrude.
Talking about honeymoons.
Hello, everybody.
Daddy! I thought you'd never get here.
I'd have been here earlier. I got caught in the rain. I took a taxi cab and a block away from here blew a tire and had to walk all the way up here in the rain.
How dare you be gone a whole hour?
What? Linger.
Danny, did you get the tickets?
Yep, I've got them right here. Here we are.
What time does the train leave?
I forgot to ask.
Oh, you would, Romeo. Never mind, I'll find out.
I wish you'd call me Mr. Romeo.
You better get your coat off.
You think your father will give us his consent?
Well, if he doesn't, I'll marry you anyway.
Gotta go get
Dad's
the
a darling.
consent.
Since he started that invention, I've hardly seen him. He even rented that old place just to be alone.
William in the house. Welcome,
all of us
William.
coming in
Hope you're
like
doing good
this.
tonight.
I don't know. He doesn't even answer my letters. But I sent him a telegram we were coming. And after all, this is the first time I've ever been married. That's one thing a father should be interested in. Well, the train leaves at 6:30 and arrives at 10. That gives you 2 hours to get your dad's consent. Get back
Yes,
tomorrow,
Thomas.
get
We'll
married,
talk
and
a
have
little bit
midnight
more
fire.
about
Good, that gives us just
Misha
enough
hour
time.
later. But
By
yes,
the way,
we saw
Mr.
him in the
Romeo,
Monster
did you
Walk.
get the ring?
There's another
Good.
person that was in the Monster Walks that's also in tonight's movie.
Isn't that beautiful? That's lovely. My master's voice.
What's he
Little
doing?
cubes of water, little drops of gin. Make your footsteps falter and fill the world with sin. Not
All
good,
right,
but
whoa.
loud, you know.
Look,
Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Do it fit?
you bet your life.
Well,
Put that on, it's the worst luck in the...
No.
Really? Yes.
well,
Thank you.
all kinds of help and a world of luck. And you'll need 'em both plenty.
Another crack like that, and so will you.
You see? Never a dull moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, take it easy, boys and girls.
Oh, okay. Here we go now. Oh, come on, you could have run the machine for at least another minute. Creepy. All right, back to the storm. Yes, Thomas. There's definitely some strict Fat and Lab equipment, for sure. This is the year after Frankenstein, so are they the same? Some of the same pieces?
Well, this looks
Maybe.
like the jumping off place. Will you
Probably.
please stop clapping? That's all I've heard on the entire trip.
Why didn't you pick a different station? There's not a soul around here.
I'll find somebody then. Here.
Don't put it down.
Okay, there's the thunder. It's like we've been seeing the lightning, not hearing the thunder.
But I hope it doesn't
It's driving me
start
crazy. Yeah, things are a lot livelier when I'm not flying solo. Not to denigrate myself, but you know, a lot snappier.
I couldn't find anybody, dear. Oh, you wouldn't.
You're looking for someone?
Yes, General. We're looking for some
Drunk
sort of
Review
conveyance.
in the house.
Yes,
Welcome,
I
Drunk
know,
Review.
but
Good to
there's
see you
nothing like
here.
that in this town.
Oh, but there must be.
No, I tell you,
Oh,
there ain't
appreciate
nothing
that,
like here.
Drunk Review.
They don't allow it.
No, you don't understand, General. We're looking for a vehicle. You
Yes,
know?
sir. I know what y'all wants, boss, but I tell you, they just don't stand for it.
George.
Yes, sir, boss.
You see, what he wants is, you know what a horse and buggy is, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, we'll rub out the horse.
I mean, it's 1932,
what do we
so
got
of
now?
course you have
I
to
don't
sneak in
know.
the obligatory
Well, look.
racist
Now, putter,
jab.
putter.
I ain't much good at this, boss.
No, we want a car or a cab.
It's just-
We want to go someplace.
Totally
Y'all
drags the
want
movie.
which?
A car.
Look here at my ignorance. And there's Henry sitting right over there.
Well, that's great. Come on, let's get going.
Yes, sir, I'll take y'all's bag.
Unfortunately, these films are a product of their time, and it teaches you a lot about how the world used to be,
All right.
for worse.
There we are. Up right in. Hey, wait a minute. Up in front there, Fidget. You're married. Come on.
Ah, give me a break, will you?
You got a break, darling, when you married me.
Come on, make it snappy.
Why y'all going?
We all want to go to the crag. What's the matter? Don't you know where it is?
Did he
Yes, boss.
sit down
I
and
know
then it
where
cut
it
back
is,
to him
but
standing
I ain't
up?
going there, that's all.
How much do you want? About $2?
Nope,
All right, $4.
that place I'm handed.
Make it $6. All right, then $10.
Boss, y'all's money sure important. I'll take you there if I get killed.
That's the boy. There you are. Now make it snappy.
Come on, Henry, we's quiet.
God, took him long enough. So there's a thunderstorm, but no rain. Rain's not a problem right now.
Did you lock up?
Yes.
So that actress playing the housekeeper is known for playing a housekeeper in this type of movie. Of course, The Cat and the Canary, she was the housekeeper in that, the 1927 version. And then she was in The Monster Walks, which Thomas brought up earlier. And I think he also has, this is Misha Auer, who played her son in that. Yep, Thomas, boom. Yep, called it.
is there? Trying to see Professor Farrington. Well, he's not in. Well, open his door. Well, no one is here. Well, Professor Farrington? Glad to have found you, I'm sure. Professor. Why, Judge Folger, how do you do?
Judge Folger.
Judge, my invention is finished. And success. Unlimited power direct from the sun. And it works equally well with artificial light.
Thank you, TDR. I appreciate that.
How soon will you be ready to make the announcement and demonstration?
At once.
Good.
The VXO accumulator will produce unlimited power at a mere fraction of the present cost. Free power. Do you hear?
Free power.
Setting millions of wage slaves free.
Whoa. All right. Hell yeah, let's do it. Free power.
There it is, boy.
You wait right here, Uncle. We'll be out in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? You went all the way out here. You brought your friends all the way out here. Just for this. Oh.
I ain't going to stay here.
At a certain point.
Where are you going? Now what?
Well, how are we
All
going to
right,
get back?
that was ridiculous.
I don't know, but this place certainly seems to be very unpopular.
Had to do it. Had to
It's no
drop the
picnic
eggs.
grounds to me, ain't it? I don't know why this gate is locked.
Well, let's get in someplace before it rains.
We can go around this way.
Is there a place around there? Come on.
We could get in this way. How do you know?
Oh. A fine looking spot. Let me have your hand now. There we are. Just a minute there, midget.
Oh, they're just gonna climb?
Watch what you're doing.
Oh, stop grabbing. Now, remember. Oh, what a beautiful spot this is.
Who is this guy?
As far as I'm going, I don't like it.
That's right. Keep crabbing. You're doing great.
Why? Yeah. Why did they bring luggage if they only plan to be there 30 minutes? I'm lost. What was the plan? Right, Scott. Where are the death rays? We were absolutely
See,
promised
Professor?
death rays.
Immediate announcement of the success of your invention is necessary.
I suppose you're right.
I thought you'd see it my way. And tonight I shall call a meeting.
What? What? Ooh.
Take it out of my eyes. Put it out. It's blinding. What is it? I don't know.
What?
Hey, stop. Hey.
What? What is happening? Oh, there was a murder, but let me go answer the door.
I don't like this place. I want to go home.
Let's go. Oh, now listen. That superstitious colored man has got you all upset. Well, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That's right, Joe Cole. That's why they have the suitcases.
Myself then. You wait here and I'll go and try and find Father. Father.
Doris, what are you doing here?
Father, what's wrong?
Folger, I must hide him somewhere.
What? Hey, daughter, will you help me hide this body? No, I haven't seen you in a long
Dad,
time.
what's the matter?
Oh, never mind. You must get away. You mustn't be found here. Oh, no. Get away, please. Quick. You mustn't be found here. Go.
Oh, jeez.
Get me some water quickly. Fall Hill.
I'll get the water. Stay here.
Help me,
What?
please. Something terrible has happened.
So he goes to the little pond out front to get the water.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Why, I left Father there a minute ago.
Now, poor Judge Folger will never know the best part of waking up. Jeez.
Have you
Push
seen my
that
father?
door right up.
I saw him just
Didn't
before
care.
dinner.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Nice. Play it cool. Yeah.
I don't know where he could have gone. That's the only door out of this room.
Just a minute. I'll light a light.
Who is he? Judge Folger.
Yeah, Thomas and Bees.
he
I
dead?
appreciate y'all getting
Yes,
the
he's
word
dead,
out.
all
It
right.
means a lot. It really does. All right, that is going to take us to our first break. Again, a 50-something minute movie. So before you know it, bam, we're already a third of the way through the movie because it's literally that short. But so far, pretty interesting. It's definitely, I mean, we got a murder, right? So that's, I feel like sometimes when we watch these, we get like to the halfway point. We still haven't even had one murder. So we've gotten the murder out of the way. And now her father's disputed. So it's, the stakes are at a good level right now. We'll see. It's still early. We're still only 17 minutes in, but it'll be nice to see where it goes. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely doing all the tropes that you would expect. There's like little hidden viewing compartments, and disappearing men and dead bodies and storms, and just really just awfully shoehorned racism. It's just kind of, a lot of these movies are cut from the same cloth. And The Monster Walks is one that we've talked about a few times tonight. That came out the same year as tonight's film. And again, it's got two of the same main actors. And that one, you got a gorilla in the mix, so that's a little more, we always like when we get our gorilla suit man involved in some way. And The Monster Walks, it had some decent atmosphere. But again, a lot of these movies, because they use all the same tropes, and it's funny in the way that they like almost all run together. But you do have to appreciate the reason why so many of these movies were made. And that's because for a Poverty Row studio especially, you're looking for something that you can complete on time, under budget, and that means in a week for less than usually like $40,000, which, you know, even at that time, you have a studio spending, you know, the big studios would maybe spend close to $1 million on a movie, and you know, you're gonna have a bunch of locations, but obviously, and you're gonna have like maybe 3-4 weeks or longer to shoot. You didn't get that luxury with these Poverty Row studios, and especially in the 30s. So it was kind of on, the impetus was on the producers to be like, all right, well, what's something that we can like turn around fast? What kind of story allows for that? Well, an Old Dark House story kind of fits the bill because you're isolated largely to one location. Your cast is limited. It's not really going to have any crazy effects or anything, you know, too elaborate outside of just your standard mansion house set, and maybe you know, some kind of monster mask or monster costume. What does that sound like nowadays? That sounds like slasher movies, right? And obviously I think the DNA is the same in the sense that you have these producers who are trying to make money, and so you realize that audiences go for this type of story. Back in the 30s, audiences really went for this, you know, couples or groups of people trapped in mansions with a killer on the loose. I mean, we've still got plenty more on the lineup to watch. But, you know, it was tried and true. And so, again, much like slashers, you kind of make some tweaks here or there to the formula. But overall, you're following the formula. You're following the blueprint that all the other movies follow. And you know, the producers, I think for the most part, were making their money back. But this is definitely, you know, bottom of the barrel Hollywood that we're talking about right now. So we're I think it's interesting. I think, yeah, Alana, I think that's a good idea. I think get Charlie on the mic and see what he has to say about the movie. And, literally, I'm looking at him right now. He's just snoring over there. So maybe I'll get him on to snore a little bit. Yeah. But I don't know. It's cool. We definitely, we'll see how this continues to play out. But these murder mysteries, obviously, you know, nowadays we need a little more juice in our murder mysteries. I know, obviously, the Knives Out series is kind of the big thing over the last few years. Kind of, I don't know. The first one's really good. I watched the most recent one. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but you know, it's kind of, you know, it's how I feel kind of about these Old Dark House murder mysteries. It's like, all right, you know, you can keep providing me variations on the formula, but I get what we're doing here. I get the goal. But you know, there's plenty of murder mysteries made at this time by the big studios as well, and they obviously benefit from a higher budget and longer schedules and a little more juice. And yes, Lauren, Charlie is an animal. Charlie's my dog. My big old 10-year-old dog. And he's zonked out right now. Loving life. But you know, I think that you know, I think of all of the murder mysteries from this time, I'd say my favorite is probably Dr. X. And that's the first trailer that we're going to see during the break. Dr. X is from 1932, so same year as tonight's movie. Kind of give you like a frame of reference on tonight's movie and just see what they were doing in the big leagues at the time. Dr. X, pretty fun film. If you haven't seen it, it's on Tubi, so go check it out. If you haven't seen it before, it's in color, actually. This trailer that we're going to see for it is not in color, but the movie itself is in color, 2-strip Technicolor, and it's green and red. So you get a lot of vivid greens in that movie, which that's my favorite color. So I love it. But Dr. X is cool because it's definitely it's a murder mystery that kind of turns into an old Dark House movie later on. Like the second half, like the back half of it turns into an old Dark House movie. And it's really well made. It's directed by Michael Curtiz, who directed Casablanca. So to give you a frame of reference, like the fact that it is a very well-made movie. Lionel Atwell plays Dr. X, and Fay Wray plays his daughter, and so it's a nice, pretty like all-star cast, or a big cast compared to what you get in these films, and it's a really fun movie. So. Yes, Thomas, there was the follow-up that they did, Mystery in the Wax Museum, which arguably to me is less of a mystery because you kind of know who the bad guy in that is the whole time. Whereas in Dr. X, like, you really don't know. Like, it takes a while. They do a big reveal and you're like, oh yeah, you probably don't realize that on the first watch that it's going to be who it is. But Mystery of the Wax Museum, especially if you've seen House of Wax, which that's the source material for House of Wax, Mystery of the Wax Museum. But both really great, like early Technicolor horror movies, which again, that's you get those two movies and then you get scared to death literally 15 years later. So, to our benefit, obviously, we'll love Scared to Death. And then the second trailer that we're going to get for our break comes from a movie that was released 2 years after tonight's film, The Thin Man from 1934, which is MGM, which was like the big studio in Hollywood for, definitely at this time, but for probably like 20 to 30 years, it was like the top dog. And The Thin Man turned into a long-running series of movies that they did. And it involves a husband and wife. He's not, the husband's not a detective, but they kind of solve these murder mysteries. And the first one is it's really solid. Takes place like around Christmas and New Year's, so there's like a nice little holiday aspect to it. If you haven't seen The Thin Man, you should absolutely see The Thin Man because it's a lot of fun. We're gonna get these two trailers, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting middle of Murder at Dawn. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'll agree to lay off for 48 hours. But I give you my word, if you don't succeed, I'll come in here, seal every door, place everybody under technical arrest, take fingerprints, conduct a rigid inspection. I don't care if the whole world knows it. There have been 6 murders committed all in the same circumstances. The evidence points here.
Another one.
If you only knew the things that have happened.
Are you worried about your father?
Yes, I am. Terribly.
Oh, the only thing I'm concerned about is your safety. Say, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? Nothing at all. Only all last night I lay down with a bunch of stiffs. Look at a lot of goofy guys, let a dame poke a gun in my stomach, and then I take a trick cigar from a dumb policeman.
It is my theory that one of us in the past, from dire necessity, was driven to cannibalism. The memory of that act was hammered like a nail into the mind of that man. Shrewd and brilliant. He could conceal his madness from the human eye, even from himself, but he can't conceal it from the eyes of the radio sensitivity.
Philo Vance. I beg your pardon? Who said that? I haven't seen you since you solved the Kennel murder case. How are you? Well, for the love of... Nick Charles, what are you doing up there? Impersonating a book cover? Shh. I'm working on a case. Don't tell me you've gone back to detective work. I thought you had turned respectable. Didn't you get married? Oh, didn't I? Vance, I married a girl in a million. I heard it was a girl with a million. Well, same thing. I've become a California gentleman. I never heard of such a thing. What are you doing here in New York? Well, it seems that Clark Gable is making some personal appearances here, which interests my wife. And there's a very good bar at the Ritz, which is all right with me. So we popped into town to play. But would you believe it? Before you could say Metro Golden Mare, I stepped right into the middle of a baffling murder mystery, and they put me to work. Oh, you poor fellow, you have my deepest sympathy. I can use it. Believe me, Vance, this case is a toughie. It all revolves about a tall, thin man. I was standing at the bar of the Ritz one day, reaching for an olive, when a very pretty girl suddenly popped up in front of me and said,
Hello there.
Hello. Another glass. How are you?
You know, we do know each other.
Certainly, we've known each other for years.
Aren't you Nick Charles?
Yes?
You don't remember me. I'm Dorothy Wynant.
How is your father?
Oh, that's what I came to ask you. He's disappeared. Chris, what are you going to do?
That's what I said I'd do.
Chris, you wouldn't do that. Nicky.
Automatically.
Nicky, put Asta in here with me tonight.
Oh, yeah?
That knife's missing. I'll look for it in your back.
It's about Julia Wolfe.
Did you kill her?
Gilbert.
Well, why not? You had a perfectly good motive.
How'd you like to have a couple of little murderers for your children?
And maybe I haven't been on a merry-go-round since that day. Are you, anywhere near a solution? Between you and me, I think so. I got all the suspects together at a dinner party. And then I pulled a fast one. I told them, and the murderer is right here in this room tonight. He's sitting here at this table. Are you sure that the murderer is one of that group? Not absolutely. But I know where to find out. Where? Right in there. Now, you watch me. I'm going to dissolve slowly into this book. And if you'll stand by, I'll give you the answer.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Dr. X and The Thin Man, both pre-code murder mysteries from two bigger Hollywood studios. Dr. X was Warner Brothers. And yeah, Lauren, there's no relation between that and the return. Wait, is it the Revenge of Dr. X? Yeah, the 60s cheesy Plant Man movie, for lack of a better word. It's yeah, no relation at all. If you haven't if you haven't seen Dr. X from 1932, check it out. It's and yeah, I think Thomas also said during that break that, you know, Lionel Atwell holds his own with, you know, the other horror stars of that time, Lugosi and Karloff, and I think so. I mean, he had a good little run there, and kind of ran into some scandal, and it kind of threw things off for him. I mean, hey, he was working all the way up to the end, so it didn't stop him from working, but certainly, you know, kind of got a little pigeonholed with the, you know, getting electrocuted in Frankenstein movies toward the end of his career. But hey, much to our benefit. So yeah, these murder mysteries, you definitely, the studios could churn out some pretty good ones. A lot of the Poverty Row ones, there's a lot of similarities, a lot of substance, kind of similar. And yes, Drunk Review, yeah, it's kind of crazy, like all of, you know, the YouTube rules, you know, not to go too much into it, because, you know, our benevolent overlords, you know, hey, I mean, but it's when you're trying to stream stuff and show stuff, you run into all kinds of problems. So it's, you know, deal with this. But I'm glad Drunk Review's been back and showing movies and doing his thing. So I'm glad that Drunk Review is bouncing back from that BS, for lack of a better way to put it. But, you know, just keep on keeping on. So, just like tonight, without Evan, and I definitely was really looking forward to that schlock tale. So, next time we'll have to double up. We'll have to do the Geiger counter and then whatever else he's got planned for next week. So be on the lookout for that. But, we are going to be on the lookout for this killer, because we got to get into the exciting middle of Murder at Dawn. And yeah, I mean, the suspect list is not very large right now. Even before our 4 travelers entered the house, there were like 4 people in the house, and then maybe 1 or 2 guys snooping around, and then the murder happened. So it's not a large pool of suspects that we have to choose from. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. And I see Jenna's in the house. Welcome, Jenna, and Jack Doobie. I noticed you were in here as well. So Jenna and Jack, hope y'all are both having a good Friday so far. Glad y'all could be here. Yeah, we're so where we left off, this happy couple is wanting to get engaged, but they've got to go get permission from the father. And it turns out the father is a mad scientist who's created some kind of, I don't know if he's mad. He seems pretty mild-mannered. Let's say a mild-mannered scientist who's created some kind of energy machine, free energy machine. He's going to free the wage slaves. We're getting very progressive all of a sudden. Maybe that's the shock. No, it works. But just as he's being visited by Judge Folger got murdered by somebody that stormed in with a flashlight and was blinding everybody with it. And now we've got the housekeeper being weird, and the father's disappeared, scientist father's disappeared, and our couple and their friends are just kind of standing there like looking around trying to find stuff. So we're gonna see. Yeah, I guess, Scott, but wouldn't you like, if it should only take 30 minutes, why the suitcases? You're gonna go ask the father for permission, and then you're gonna leave and go like out on the town and go find a motel or something to stay in, and all right, we asked for permission, we're never gonna see you again, bye. I don't know. It's interesting. I want to know, because the mad scientist, I keep saying it. He's the mild-mannered scientist he's pretty high on my suspect list. So we'll see how it turns out. But if everybody's ready, again, I'm so used to Evan being right there. So, but it's funny because this time last year when we were showing our murder mystery, which I think was actually the first time that the Drunk Review and all of our good friends from his channel came over for the first time. So whenever we were watching the Rogues Tavern, and that was back when Evan was on his sabbatical. And, it was still kind of early, I think, in the sabbatical. And so I was stoked to be having everybody coming over, but I was also like, man, just wait till Evan gets back here and everybody can see me in action with Evan. And we'd see us, just kind of, jib jab, kind of keeping the conversation going, as opposed to me what am I gonna say next? What am I trying to keep it moving along? But it's gonna make it all the much better next week when Evan returns. So wishing him a speedy recovery. But without further ado, we are gonna go ahead and get into the exciting middle of Murder at Dawn right now. Whoa. The other thing I just realized, this movie has no music. Which is always weird with these early sound films. Because there's just so much like static in that space. Perfect time for a soundtrack. Whoa. What?
That window is nailed back there.
Well, can you imagine that insect walking out on me? Oh! There's a man looking at us. Oh, I want to go home.
Now listen, don't get excited. I'll take care of you.
Nice. Really? He's just kind of wandering around the house. Now he's helping
With
himself.
his fine father, he may be ill. He may be even dying. Yeah, but what about my Freddie?
Where will I find Professor Ferry?
Okay, old radios, that's cool. I have not heard of Deranged Visions. I'll have to go check that channel out.
Do you know who this man is?
Why, it's Judge Folger. He's one of my father's...
Yes, I know who he is. But who killed him?
Why, we found him just like that when we came in here.
The vapors.
He's been strangled. Who else was here?
There was no one here. The room was empty when we arrived.
What? He's already that hammered? My goodness.
Where is your father?
What?
Where are the servants?
Well, I don't know.
Now just...
All right, we need to get some answers from this housekeeper because
Who's coming?
she just stonewalled him last time.
Has anyone seen the caretaker?
No, we haven't.
You are the housekeeper?
Yes,
Where is the caretaker?
in bed. I just passed his door
When did you last see Professor Farrington?
with this man before those people arrived.
Miss Farrington, did you see your father when you came?
Yes, I did. He acted strangely, and I thought he was ill. I went for help, and when I returned, he was gone. He didn't do it. I know he didn't. Something must have happened to him.
We must find Farrington at once and notify the authorities.
Where can I find a telephone, dear?
There ain't no telephone.
Ooh, there ain't no telephone. Who do you... What, you think this mansion's gonna have a telephone? We keep things sufficiently creepy and dangerous with it. No phones allowed. What? Jeez. That was nuts. So could that be body number 2?
What do you know about this affair?
I know nothing. I heard a noise, came down to investigate.
He was in his bed when I passed his room.
This man has been murdered. We must send for help.
I'm on the road, I'll get the police.
Very well, get started. Bring the police and the coroner. Meantime, the rest of us had better try and find Professor Farrington.
Can I go to my bed now?
Yes. You young ladies had better find some place to wait. We'll find your father all right, Miss Farrington.
You go along with the housekeeper, dear. We'll find him all right. Don't worry.
I think they would have been better off with you than going with the housekeeper. Come on.
Do you mind taking care of these two young ladies until I can find Mr. Farrington?
Oh, that'll be all right.
Thank you.
Come along.
Somebody please go down to the basement or wherever this is and get him out of here. If he's stuck in here for the whole movie, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's. Wow, someone finally figured out after all this time You gotta give a big shout out to Lauren there. My goodness, Evan's secret identity exposed. All right.
Daddy! Listen, boy, let's get
Finally.
out of here, Daddy. What's terrible? Listen, I just saw Harrington. He's dead out there in the hallway. And the caretaker's dead, too, Daddy. He's hanging up in the closet.
Where did you say you saw Farrington?
Harrington's out there in the hallway. He's dead, I tell you. I saw him laying down in the...
Oh, Dad, you're drunk.
Who put that in my pocket?
Damn. All right.
I didn't do it.
I'm surprised you didn't see a couple of pink elephants. Come on, we'll see what it's all about.
Don't make me go in there, Daddy. I don't want to go, Daddy. Listen, I already saw him. I don't want to go back there.
Evan finally got bit by the bug of illness completely after resisting it for weeks and nurturing his family through illness. He finally got it. He'll be all right. It's not too bad, but he needed to stay in this, so he's arrested.
Now, where'd you see the caretaker?
Because if you were here last night, he was incredibly congested, but he braved through 2 more chapters of the Clutching Hand. Congestion and all.
Well, where is he? Well, he wasn't in there.
Boy, that's powerful poison you're drinking.
I know him in there, Danny. He was hanging on
It really is, because this guy's
Yeah.
trashed.
He was hanging on a hook and he yodeled at me.
He what at you?
He yodeled at me and I yodeled right back at him.
I see.
No, Daddy, no.
Oh, I'm sure I heard Freddie's voice. Look! Woo! Danny! Freddie, help!
Is he just stalking around the house, like trying to scare the wits out of him? Because it's just everybody's just running around. It's turning into Clue.
There's a door over there. I just saw it close. I saw someone carry Judge Folger's body through it. I know it was right in this corner.
Hey, don't challenge Evan, Alana. You know he would do it.
Oh, Freddie, my darling, what have they done to my baby? You've been drinking.
Oh, all I had there was one little nip in the other room.
One little nip.
Where have you been?
Yeah, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, yes, you have.
Kid Snip Clips, we have been on for, I think we're coming up on 4 years, I think. I have to go and check for sure. Maybe? Yeah, we're about to be 4 full years in. We're about to be going into approaching 5. What is
Henry,
this? A
I
swimming
know
pool?
he is. That's his hat. It's the only one he had.
How is it, Danny boy?
No, is any good. The water's deep down there.
What's the matter? What happened here?
So? There's just all kinds of craziness happening right now. Jeez Louise. God, yeah, Kathy, now that you mention it, Sears hasn't been in here tonight. I didn't even realize. Where is Sears? That's a good point. We haven't tried to summon him. Maybe, Alana, maybe you need to do some summoning.
Doesn't seem to have come this way. What's the matter?
He's throwing things at
I am not. What
You're
are you?
two. You're two.
Oh, you got him.
Doesn't look as though there's been anybody here for a month.
Say, Danny, maybe he's behind that tower on the roof, huh? That's an idea. Outside, come.
Outside.
Who does this belong to?
Me?
What are you doing with it?
Experimenting? But you'll find out. Yes, it's exactly like yours. Quite complete.
It lacks the most important element, the formula.
I'll get it.
You'll never get it from me.
Uh-oh.
Well, in that case, at dawn, when the sunlight will come through the window and will hit that little accumulator of yours, you will be electrocuted by your own invention.
Oh, so is that the death ray?
Well, are you willing
He's just gonna
to
get
share it
electrocuted by
with me?
his invention?
Huh?
No, I'll never tell.
Oh, yes, you will. There's a way of making you tell.
Nice evil cackling. It's pretty solid. Which again, the actor Misha Auer played a lot of these roles early in his career as like villains or heavies or henchmen, and then later on was best known for comedy. It was nominated for an Academy Award for a comedic role. So kind of funny the way that your career, a Hollywood career back then could like, swing.
There's a key in the door. That window hasn't been opened for years.
Ready. You stand guard right here. I'm going to find that secret panel in the laboratory if it's the last thing I do. Now, you girls stay right here and don't worry.
Please, Danny, don't go.
Yeah, Danny, what you need right now is a disguise.
That's
Come
all
on.
right, dear. You stay here and don't worry, please. Freddie will take care of you.
Will he?
Freddie, lock that door.
Do we trust Freddie that much? I'm gonna check it out, Gypsy. I'm looking forward to see what you're building over there. And that is gonna take us to our next break. So we're 2/3 of the way through this movie now, and I'm sure, like many of you, I am more confused now than when we started the movie, because there's a lot of running around, a lot of people either actually dead or just playing dead. I wasn't clear every time who was doing what. It was interesting, there's plenty going on, but it kind of, it's Scott, mostly running, mostly a lot of running, very few kind of clarifications, but yeah, that 5 years drunk review, that's crazy. I had wondered how long, because I knew you'd been around for a while, but YouTube, not again. God, goodness knows the YouTube overlords, but it's still, I appreciate the atmosphere, especially that this movie's got going for it. It's trying to kind of hit all the notes. And, now we've got our scientists, our mild-mannered scientists. Literally, the clock is ticking for his electrocution. So I guess they just have to find him. Not too complicated in terms of plot. But yeah, that's the beauty of this show. That's what we do here, is that even when the movie is absolutely nearly incomprehensible, we just enjoy together how ridiculously incomprehensible it is. And I think that it's funny because this is clearly, this print is like heavily chopped, like very choppy, and audio is choppy, and I think this is like the only release that like exists now. Like I couldn't find an hour version of this. That's how long it's supposed to be. I believe most of the only version that you can find out there is from Alpha Video, which would kind of a big distributor of public domain movies. I think they might have done VHS, but then later DVD mostly. And you could find, their DVDs in dollar stores and kind of, online. And they were kind of a nice resource that I go to when I'm trying to determine whether something is public domain or not. It's like, okay, well, did Alpha put it out? But granted, again, their prints are always, kind of very low quality. It's kind of an in-joke or with certain media collectors about the quality that you get from an Alpha DVD. But still, they're preserving stuff that otherwise may not be getting out there. So you gotta kind of give it up for them. And because who knows if you're ever going to find prints like tonight's film, like this is probably it, it's probably the only print that you're going to find. I mean, you always hear the old adage about, well, there's probably this film or that film sitting in somebody's attic or in somebody's basement. And that's, that's what the people like to say about London After Midnight or some, famous lost films, but even films that haven't necessarily been lost, the elements are deteriorating over time. Film is getting kind of increasingly, just kind of not volatile, but, kind of in a way. So preserving it is a big deal. So this is the best we got for this film. And it reminds me of we saw Castle of Doom, which is a re-edited version of Vampire. And for our viewing of it, I actually did a reconstruction of Castle of Doom using a copy of Vampire so that it was more clear and legible, but the actual copy of it was like this. Is very like the details are very difficult to make out. It's very choppy, very like the audio track is a lot of hiss. So it's kind of funny just what ends up like discovered and restored, and then what is just kind of the elements are just degraded and you get what you get. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays out. So we'll see. Again, I think it's been kind of snappy. You know, the couples, the some of that comedy's been not bad, but I mean it's mostly missed, but it's not terrible. And the director of tonight's movie, we haven't talked about him, but Richard Thorpe is actually, I mean, he got a pretty interesting filmography. He went on to have a long career after this. And he actually began directing in 1924 and did a lot of westerns and a lot of serials, mostly Poverty Row stuff. And then I think a few years after tonight's film, he got hired by MGM. And MGM kind of was a great home for him because even a big studio like MGM understood, okay, well, some of our movies we need to make a little bit faster and cheaper than other of our movies. So Richard Thorpe was the guy that they would bring on when they wanted a movie like on time, under budget. You assigned it to Richard Thorpe, and he kind of, that was his reputation as a director, is that he was very like, he was very efficient, and he always would shoot the script as scripted. You know, he wasn't gonna like let you improv. Shoot it as scripted. And he was described as a company man. He was also described as being dour and kind of sad. So, you know, it's it's kind of interesting. You know, he didn't have like the best repartee with his actors, but some actors did actually appreciate the fact that he would be happy with the first take, and he'd be fine to move on. So he was one of those people that also got the nickname One Take. So One Take Thorpe was something that was a moniker given to him when he was even at a big studio like MGM. He was actually the original director assigned to Wizard of Oz, which I think I'd known, you know, about the director troubles with Wizard of Oz, but you know, I didn't really know anything about the originally assigned director. But it was Richard Thorpe, but apparently MGM was not happy with, you know, certain choices and the design and the look of things that he was going toward, and so they fired him. That probably for the best. Because again, when you hire the guy who's just described as efficient and by the script, he's maybe not going to be your best, like, you know, artisan, for lack of a better way to put it. Is one take a compliment? That's a great question, Kathy, right? I don't know. It's interesting though. He kind of got like assigned to some of the series that MGM had. You know, he did a Tarzan movie for MGM. He did a Thin Man movie. And then so the trailers that we're gonna see for our break are some mystery films that he directed after tonight's film for MGM. The first is a 1937 movie entitled Night Must Fall, and I've heard of it, haven't seen it. It's a pretty solid movie. Some of the actors were nominated for Academy Awards, and it's a about a murder. I don't even want to spoil it because I don't know much about it, so I don't want to get anything wrong. I've heard good things about it. I know it was remade in the 60s with Albert Finney, I think. But the trailer looks interesting. So Night Must Fall from 1937 is going to be the first trailer. The second trailer is for a Thin Man sequel that he directed entitled The Thin Man Goes Home. And that's one of the later films, but, you know, continues to follow Nick and Nora Charles as they solve another murder that they just happen to stumble upon. So should have fun with these trailers. Both films directed by Richard Thorpe. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting conclusion of Murder at Dawn. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Just for a change. Why can't you take a bit of interest in some other body but me?
I'm not interested in you. Only you don't talk. That's bound to make people wonder
Wonder what?
what you're thinking.
You'd be surprised.
Doesn't seem possible, does it? Yet murder's a thing that doesn't seem possible either. It's just something you read about in the newspapers. It can't touch us. Oh, but it can. It's here. It's all around us. It's in that forest. It's in this house. We're living with it.
You come back here to be alone with me, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yes, I did. I thought I wanted to. I never knew before what murder was like.
What you going to do with that?
It's exciting, isn't it? Something that's never happened to you before. Being alone at this time of night with a chap like me. You're not frightened. You're excited. I can tell you are. Your eyes are shining. And you've got color in your cheeks. And your heart's beating. Isn't it?
Don't. I'm frightened of you.
That's about the nicest thing you've said to me since the time I got my head caught in that cuspidor at the Waldorf.
That wasn't the Waldorf. That was the Astor.
Asta?
Astor?
All animals must go in the baggage car.
That isn't an animal, that's my fur coat.
If it can wag its tail, it goes in the baggage car.
I wonder if I might come in for a minute. There's...
You leave me alone. I don't want to answer any questions. Now get out.
Oh, Nicky. Nicky, you're driving me crazy. This case is serious. And all you do is fuddle around and guzzle cider.
Now, Swiss prune juice. You have to have someone who could operate freely and without arousing suspicion. Someone who knew Peter Burton and could get him to do the work for you. When we find who that individual was...
Nick! Look out!
And we are back. So that was the trailers for two Richard Thorpe directed films, Night Must Fall and The Thin Man Goes Home. He did a lot of different genres. One of his big later films was the Elvis Presley hit Jailhouse Rock. So that's the thing about Richard Thorpe, right? Like, you know, he did a murder mystery like tonight's film, and then all the way up to something like Jailhouse Rock. You're like, all right, well, hey, good for him. He had a very long career doing a lot of different things. I mean, musicals, you know, woof. I couldn't imagine, like, if you know me, I'm not a huge musical fan, full disclosure. I know it's controversial. But I do appreciate the hard work that goes into, that had to have gone into it. It cannot be easy to produce a musical. So, even though watching it, you know, I can definitely appreciate the challenge in doing that. You know, it's, I think, still, no like out and out horror movies in this guy's filmography either. Just get some murder mysteries. So we'll take it. So, I mean, at this point where we left off, the father of our leading lady is going to be zapped at dawn if he doesn't give over the... It's kind of like the Clutching Hand plot when you think of it. There's a formula, and someone's been kidnapped, and he's got to give over the, you know. So, like a lot of things at this time. So, we can only imagine how it's going to shake out. So, I think, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Take it easy, Jenna. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I know Joe had to head out as well. So, I hope y'all have a good weekend. But, yeah. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of we'll see conclusion of Murder at Dawn right now. We have 17 minutes left in the movie.
If Danny needs any help.
If you need to get your rest on, I understand. I know you've got some travels ahead of
Don't let
you.
anybody in the door unless you hear
You
my
need
voice
to
or
get your
Danny's
rest.
voice. Now, you lock the
Feel
door.
free.
All right.
All right. Danny's voice or my voice now?
All right.
Whoa, bro, why don't you get in there and do something? You're just gonna turn your back on the scrap? Wow. It's cold-blooded. This guy's got no loyalties. Oh my god. Alright, dude. Nice try. Should have seen that come from a mile away.
Let me go, you fool! What is this? How did you get in that room?
I found the secret passage in the other room. I was trying to find the secret of that panel when you jumped on me. Now we've lost it again. It's closed.
I'm sure it's not really going anywhere.
You'll never get in there until you can locate the catch. Do you think you could find your way around to the other room?
Yes, I think so.
All right, come on.
Ah, Lana, okay, I see. Good call, pretty smart.
Not a sound. Your father was. If you want to save his life, come alone. Come alone. Come alone.
Yep, just do it. Just go with them, sure. Don't get Craig Kennedy or anything. Who is this guy? He's just been watching the whole time. This cretin. Pretty nice stonework.
I'm sure this room is right next to the professor's workshop. Wait till I light another match.
Okay, so clearly don't trust this guy anymore.
Hey! Hey! Where are you?
What is that shadow? Is it the boom?
What has happened to her? Nothing. She just fainted.
Yeah, Scott, I've been wondering the same thing. When they talk about it, it's like very confusing. It's like, this should be the room over here. Like, How do you not know? What is the layout of this house? It's like the Winchester. That's right along.
Now, you see there is a way of making you talk.
That's what you meant.
That and more.
Doris? Doris, did the boys get back yet? Doris?
Doors.
Doris! Doris! Help! Freddie! Freddie! Daddy, help me!
Oh my gosh. All right.
What's the matter? What's the matter there?
I thought I told you to watch the girls.
What's the matter?
I want to go home.
Where's Doris?
I don't know. I woke up, I hadn't left the room, and she disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes, what are we going to do?
I'll show you what I'm going to do. You stay right here with her. Eddie, you follow
What
me.
you have you not learned your lesson? Stay right here with her. She walks in.
Just calm yourself. Everything will be all right.
Do you realize what you're doing? When the sunlight hits that accumulator, it will release electricity enough to kill us both.
Right. And nothing will prevent it. Unless you write out the formula. All you have to do is to move your fingers.
Good one,
Just a
Scott.
little bit.
No.
We came right into this room. And the match I had went out. I turned to light another match. And when I lit the match and turned around, he was gone. Gee, he disappeared. Oh, say, I've been in here. And I came in through there. What? Yes.
I'm not even sure what that is. Is it a pool? It's got to be a pool. That looks like a ladder back there.
Freddie, are you sure that this is a room? Positive, I tell you. Well, there must be a catch in here somewhere. Maybe there's a trigger, huh?
Good night, kids,
Oh,
Snips,
no.
Clips. Thanks for
Open
tuning
right up
in.
like that.
Appreciate you being
In
here.
I came.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah, and I remember that over there, too. So you haven't been drinking again, have you? Me, drink? Oh, Danny.
It's only a few minutes before daylight.
Oh,
Don't you
Danny.
think you
What are you?
should,
We know he knows you've
right
been
stuff?
drinking. You threw your bottle out.
Can't be serious about going through with this.
I am.
You're mad.
Huh? Oh, it's the material. And if you're not mad, you're going to write this formula. Surely your daughter's well worth saving, isn't she?
Everybody's staring at each
Watch
other.
that window. In a few moments, the first shaft of the rising sun will strike the accumulator. No one knows better than you do what the result will be. You will write out the formula or die.
Who do you think you are, the clutching hand?
You know what to do. I'll be right back.
I'm going to give you one last chance. Thank you, Gypsy J. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in and appreciate the song.
Doris. Doris. Wake up. Speak to me.
Freddie. Yeah? Take a look under that keg in those boxes. There may be a catch in there somewhere.
Whoa.
Come on, follow me. Hey! Danny!
This isn't even scrapping. This is like grappling. Come on, we need some scraps. Is it really gonna vaporize him? Oh shit! Oh, turns out my machines don't really work. Is that where it's gonna go?
Danny! Gertrude! Danny!
It'd be wild if they killed him. So that sun is up, bro. If it's happening, it should happen now.
Help! Help! Gertrude! Yeah!
Help, help, help. Oh, shoot. No, he's screaming help. Nobody's coming. Uh-oh. He just him realizing it didn't work. Was that what that was? Ooh. She doesn't look like she's getting shocked. Ah! Dang, that was a steep drop. All right, bro.
Doris. Somebody come quickly.
Oh, look at that. It's gonna shock you to death slowly over 2 hours.
Smash it, quick!
Dang, bro, you just broke one of Kenneth Strickfaden's machines.
Who tied you up like this?
That crazy cat.
Now he's just gonna have to make a new one.
My invention from me.
Oh. Hey, what happened to you?
Yeah, Lauren, those are always my favorite shots. Just a dummy careening off the side of somewhere.
You know Farrington? Yes.
How many times have we seen it pop up in this show? It was a great effect.
Caretaker, you know? Hey, the guy with the cape? Right. We've been hanging on hooks around here. Doris. We only have a little water here. Doris.
Water.
This is all right.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not acid?
Doris.
Looks in Flask. This is all right. We're in the light of day now.
Well, that's all right now, dear. Don't worry. You're up in the tower room.
How did we get here?
Well, that caretaker brought you here. He was trying to force me to give him my formula. He must be insane.
Oh, let's get out of here.
All right, dear. Can you stand?
Completely unharmed.
Is he dead? Yes. But isn't this the man we saw thrown in the water?
I don't know anything about that, but he's my boy.
Just like in The Monster Walks. Although it is kind of cool, they got like a real exterior location and it's not just a model. Shh.
Freddie, I want to go home.
You can't go home now. There's another body over there.
Another one? Oh. This dude, this
who's
fake
that over there?
detective.
It's the caretaker.
The
What?
What's that? It's what you saw thrown in the pool. It's nothing but an old dummy made to look like the caretaker.
Why?
Mr. Farrington, this caretaker was in the employ of this man right here, and he was to prevent you from completing your invention at any cost.
What?
And if possible, to steal it from
Why,
you.
he's crazy. Who are you anyway?
I was employed by Judge Folger to take charge of this case, and you are directly responsible for his death.
You can't get away with this.
You're under arrest right now, and you're coming with me.
Inspector Starbucks got him.
People up here.
Father, we're going to be married.
Well, that is, if you'll give us your consent.
It took a lot longer than 30 minutes. Dude, don't. Come on, you made a fool of yourself.
Ready.
All right.
We want you to come with us on our honeymoon. You need the rest.
What?
My honeymoon was over
I'm
years
sorry.
ago.
What?
Young people should be alone at such times. Why not spend your honeymoon here, and I will go back to the city? Well, if you don't mind, Mr. Farrington, we'll go back to the city with you.
That was a kind of an odd ending. It was a circular ending, so we do have to appreciate that, but because it did start as with that conversation about honeymoons, going on a honeymoon, and so the fact that we ended back up there, all right, I'll give you some points for that, but you know, the come with us, father. That was a little ridiculous. Oh man, yes, no, that was a ride, Kathy. That was definitely something. I mean, I figured that the fake cop or inspector guy, I mean, I figured he was fake, right? I mean, he was obviously being very suspicious. So it was like, all right, I figure that's how that's going to shake out. But, you know, the one guy, and of course, the one guy that's been watching the whole time's he's really the cop. He's just been hanging back, collecting evidence. I don't really know what his plan was to just, for well over 24 hours, just kind of watch from corners and, you know, behind things. So I don't know. All in all, it's another 1930s old dark house movie. You know, thing is, there's just so many that if you really have to start ranking them, I mean, this was probably going to be lower tier. I mean, again, this is the same year that The Old Dark House title, The Old Dark House, was released by Universal, directed by James Whale. And it's a send-up of these kind of movies through that sense of humor that you see from Whale and Invisible Man, and obviously more so in Bride of Frankenstein. So if you haven't seen Old Dark House before, definitely that's, and the thing is, if there was a trailer for that one, I definitely would have shown it by now, but there's not a trailer for that one. So a lot of the early, like the 30s Old Dark House movies, there's trailers. So but I think it was you know, and we can take another one off the list, and there's like still many more. So if you haven't gotten your fill yet, don't worry. There's plenty more on the burner. Idols for the Absurd, thank you. Appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, we've been, you know, enjoying this. But you know, it's we're back into our pattern now. We are away from the murder mystery, and it's time to kind of get into the spirit of the winter time. We get to a point in this season where we start to embrace the coldness of the season. I'm sure where a lot of you are, it's very cold. And so usually the way that we've celebrated that the past few years is with Abominable Snowman films. Abominable Snowman films. However you want to say it. That's over the past few winters, we've indulged in some Yeti movies via The Snow Creature last year, and which is a 1950s Yeti movie, which for all intents and purposes is not bad. I mean the Yeti, they have to deal with its immigration status. It actually gets very nuanced, but it's a very schlocky B movie. Don't get your hopes up. And then before that, it was the 70s TV movie Snow Beast, which kind of a Jaws takeoff, except at a ski resort with a Yeti instead of a shark at a beach. It's pretty fun. That's a good one. And yeah, Scott Miller, Forrest Tucker was in The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas from Hammer, which is a great movie. Peter Cushing's also in it. If you haven't seen that one, that's like definitely. I'm trying to remember which came out first, if it was Snow Creature or Abominable Snowman, but that's one I had on VHS as a kid, so I've seen that one many times and I've always enjoyed it. But I wish we could show that one, but unfortunately that's not public domain. But what is public domain, swinging it back to the 70s for a Yeti. I guess it's a Yeti. It's more Yeti than a Bigfoot, but I think I've seen it described as both. But we'll call it a Yeti movie from 1974 entitled Shriek of the Mutilated, which is Shriek of the Mutilated is, I guess it's a regional horror film. Comes from a couple of filmmakers, I believe we're operating in New York, and did a lot of horror movies. We haven't seen any of their work yet. The Finleys, we'll get it, we'll figure it out. But they're very interesting characters, so I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's very 70s. So just like last week, Asylum of Satan. If tonight was just like way too far back, if almost 98 years is too much, then we'll get a little more contemporary as we get back into the 70s with Shriek of the Mutilated. So that'll be next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Evan should be back with us. So we'll have a lot of fun. And I haven't seen it before, so it's going to be a good time. But yeah, I think we will definitely be back with some more trivia and some more Clutching Hand next week, and got all kinds of good stuff coming up for you. But we really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Of course, Alana, and again, Alana goes back through the chat, makes me a list, and I try to make a point to remember. But really appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight. So Alana, Thomas, Kathy, Scott, Joe Cola, Old Radios, Bees Nest, of course, and we appreciate Bees bringing Kid Snips Clips and Gypsy J Replay to join us tonight. And very nice to make some new friends and see what Gypsy J's got going on over on their channel. And of course, Lauren, appreciate you being here, and William and the Drunk Review, of course. Again, glad that Drunk Review is still doing his thing, back at it, and Jack and Jenna as well. We really appreciate everybody being here, and again, just keeping on. But hope everybody's we're gonna do some fun stuff tomorrow, have a good time, and of course we'll be having a Saturday night shocker for you, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, we're gonna have fun with the movie next week, and the trivia and the clutching hand and all that good stuff. So until next week, sweet screams, everybody. I'm like trying to find my it's like usually I can cut to Evan and then have time to find the thing, my next scene. So take 2, sweet screams, everybody.